What if humans could live on one of Jupiter's moons? It sounds crazy, right? But believe it or not, scientists have been exploring this idea for years. Jupiter is the largest planet in our solar system, and it's surrounded by a bunch of fascinating moons that could, in some way, support life. These moons, like Europa, Ganymede, and Callisto, each have unique characteristics that make them the perfect candidates for humans to one day live on. Europa is probably the most exciting of them all. Beneath its icy surface, scientists believe there's a massive ocean that could possibly harbor life. But what would it take for humans to live there? First off, the surface is freezing cold, with temperatures dropping to 260 degrees Fahrenheit. That's much colder than the coldest places on Earth. To survive, we'd need advanced technology to protect us from the extreme cold. Imagine living in a giant, heated dome with thick walls to keep out the harsh environment. Even with all that, we'd still have to deal with high radiation levels coming from Jupiter itself. But that's not a deal breaker. With the right technology, like special shielding to protect us, humans could handle this. Next up is Ganymede, the largest moon in the solar system. It's about the size of Mercury, and it has its own magnetic field, which is pretty rare for moons. Ganymede also has water, but this time it's locked away in ice, not in an ocean. Scientists think it might even have a salty ocean beneath the ice. To live here, humans would have to drill through thick layers of ice to access the water, which would take a lot of resources. But having water is a huge win. It's one of the most important things we need for survival. Then there's Callisto, another moon of Jupiter. Callisto is less interesting than Europa and Ganymede, but it could still be a contender for human life. It's full of craters, and its surface is older than many of the other moons. This makes it a stable environment, which is a good thing for humans. One of the benefits of living on Callisto is that it doesn't have the intense radiation found on Europa. However, like the other moons, its atmosphere is basically non-existent, so we'd still need to live in controlled habitats. Even if these moons could support life, humans would face some huge challenges living there. The most obvious one is distance. Jupiter is really far away, about 400 million miles from Earth. Traveling to these moons would take months, and right now, it would be nearly impossible to send supplies back and forth quickly. But let's think ahead. In the future, we could build faster spacecrafts and even create space stations that could make travel between Earth and these moons easier. Space tourism might even become a thing. One of the coolest things about living on a moon of Jupiter is the view. Imagine looking up at the night sky and seeing Jupiter, this massive planet, right in front of you. It would be incredible to watch its clouds move and its storms, like the Great Red Spot, which is a giant storm that's been going on for centuries. Plus, these moons are constantly shifting and changing, making every day feel like a new adventure. But it's not just the view that would make living on a moon of Jupiter exciting. It's the possibility of discovering new things. What if life already exists on Europa's ocean? What if there are alien creatures deep under the ice? Humans could be the ones to explore these mysterious places, uncovering secrets that no one has ever known before. The scientific discoveries alone would be worth the journey. And let's not forget about the potential for mining resources. These moons are made of metals and minerals, and scientists think there could be valuable resources hidden deep in their surfaces. In the future, humans could mine these moons for materials that we need on Earth. This would help Earth's economy and make space exploration more sustainable. If humans can figure out how to live on these moons, they could unlock a treasure trove of resources that would fuel our future in space. The reality of humans living on Jupiter's moons might seem far away, but it's not as crazy as it sounds. With advancements in technology, the dream of living on other planets and moons could become a reality sooner than we think. There's so much to explore and so many mysteries waiting to be solved. If we can overcome the challenges of radiation, extreme temperatures, and long-distance travel, we might one day call a moon of Jupiter our our home. If you think this future is possible, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more mind-blowing ideas on space,